All right, hello and welcome to our very
What's happening?
first upload to our brand new channel, The Entertain Nerds. Thank you so much for checking us out,
Yes.
making us a small part of your day. Hopefully, we can make it a little bit better. My name is Carson Quinnell. The man on your screen to my right is my friend, my co-host, Tyrell Shock is here. What up, Ty?
What's happening, dude? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Had a good day, dude. We're finally doing it. Uploading our first video.
Working, and now we get to finally nerd, dude.
Dude, we've been talking about
Red
it for a
entertainment.
while. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna
Yeah,
be fun. So,
we're here now.
yep. This is history. First video will be famous eventually. So,
Yeah.
starting from the bottom, here
So
we
we're
are. So,
excited, right? What are
yeah,
we
dude.
excited about? Let
We're
the
hyped,
let the
dude.
people know what we're excited about.
Well, man, we got 8 days until Daredevil Born Again drops, and we were just talking before we started shooting the video that some of the reactions are coming out, and I'm not going to say anything. You can go on X and look for yourself. But yeah, we're hyped. We're hyped. So we've been talking a little bit about okay, what do we do as a first video to get ready for Daredevil? So we had the idea that we should talk about our top 10 MCU shows. We're each going to list our top 10, and I think the question is, and I don't know about you, man, but I freaking need Daredevil to be good. I mean, the MCU's been on a bit of
It
a
has to be, right?
dude. It's been on a bit of a slump for a while now, and
Yeah. You
Brave
saw
New
the new
World.
Captain America?
I did. It was okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't great, but
Eh,
I think
come
it's
on now.
I think it's one of those things where if the movies before it had been good, it'd be like, yeah, it was cool, but it's just
Right.
it did not. It was not the savior. So,
Don't
yeah.
don't don't tempt me with Red Hulk and then show me no Red Hulk. You know what I mean?
Right, man. Right, yeah, he was on there for a little bit, but I could have used some more Red Hulk. Absolutely.
If the whole movie was Red Hulk and just a little bit of Captain America, I would have been fine.
For sure. For sure. So like I said, I need Daredevil to be good. I hope it will be.
Yeah.
But I wanted to come back in a couple years and do our new top 10 shows, and I want Daredevil to be up there pretty high. So
I think it will be. Like I said earlier,
Yeah.
finally Marvel is cool with getting into the TVMA.
Yeah.
It's huge.
yep. Yeah, I think
That's something that I look for. And
Yep.
I mean, you can't watch all Marvel episodes and TV shows and movies with your kids. Some of them have to be adults escaping, right?
yeah, and they're talking about how violent this new one's gonna be, and I mean the
It
Netflix
looks
one.
violent just in the
Yeah.
commercials, man. Breaking arms and
Well,
cracking necks on the ground, dude.
the
So,
Netflix one wasn't exactly a trip to Candyland either. I mean,
no,
spoiler
but
alert, there's a scene where the guy just like impales his face on a fence cuz
right.
yeah, I'm like, "Oh, cool. So that's not violent enough. We're going to up it." And like
So for the first, I guess I should say, set of Daredevil, how did that go for you? Because it felt like for me, the first couple of seasons, or maybe the first season in general, really was really good, and then it tapered off. I don't know if that's was your take for Daredevil, the original, or not, but
yep.
I'll
Yep.
let you say more on it.
Had its ups and downs. I think the pacing was really good, but there's obviously times in every show where it gets dull. I mean, I'm a dumb idiot. I just want to see like punching, fighting, superhero
Oh,
stuff.
for sure.
And
That's Marvel, right? What
Yeah.
else do we want to see?
so
I
if
don't need lore.
that's right. So if a show actually gets me interested in the scenes where they're just like talking and dialogue, like that's the sign that it's a really good show. If I'm like, oh yeah, talk some more, I love it. Like that's a good sign.
Write some story building, have
Yeah.
good story building, and have
Yep.
your moments for story building, and then punch some dudes in the face. Like that's
Right.
what I'm looking for. Yep, I
Yeah.
agree.
I'm usually the
So
guy
hey,
who's
should
just
we,
like, let's just throw popcorn in my face, and I want to see you punch people. So, yeah,
dude, a large popcorn? I need a lot of popcorn for sure. So
that's what you're getting on
speaking
this
of, what's
channel.
you just like regular butter popcorn, or do you throw something in your popcorn to spice it up?
I'm a classic, man. Regular popcorn,
Classic.
ton of
Alright,
butter
I
on
feel
there,
ya.
clog my arteries, man. Send me to the
Yeah.
hospital. I don't care. So
I like a little bit of jalapeno Tabasco sauce.
you're
Call me crazy, but
you're an animal. You're a savage.
a little spicy. I like it.
You're gonna have to go to the bathroom halfway through to take a giant dump. Like I would just
Always, dude.
oh,
Yeah, it's
you're
all
an animal.
right, dude.
So, all right.
That's why you can stream everything on your phone. But yeah, let's
That's
get
right.
into it. Let's
Let's
do
get
this,
into it,
dude.
man. So what we're gonna be doing for you guys is, and when I say you guys, I mean the 0 people that are gonna watch this. But I'm gonna treat I'm gonna treat the video like everybody's gonna watch it. So what we're gonna do for you guys is Tyrell and I have each secretly
Yep.
created a top 10 Marvel TV show list. And now we did decide after some discussion to include Netflix shows in this, not just MCU canon, I guess
All-
is the right way to put it.
All Marvel, all Marvel.
All Marvel shows.
'Cause,
So, yep.
I got a Hulu in a special in there.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
So
Spicy.
I've been psyched to hear what ties are since we decided to do this, which was only yesterday. It took Ty about 5 minutes. I feel like he's a nerd. He's been thinking about this forever.
Did I even care?
like-
I even care?
No, I think you've had it forever. You're just like, finally somebody asked me what my top 10 MCU shows
For
are.
real,
Finally.
dude, I've been waiting for this moment
All
for
right.
33 years.
So I'm gonna go
Hey,
first because I want your first. I want your number one to be the finale. So I'll start.
I think we should go your 10, my 10, and back and forth.
Okay. Wait, so
Yeah.
reveal all my 10 first, and then you reveal your 10, or you want to go 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8?
Yep. 10,
Okay.
10, 9, 9, 8, 8.
We're on the same
And,
page. So I'll start.
You want to do a little side bet? You think that we'll have a same pick and the same number? Yes or no?
Oh, is it like
What are the
all
odds?
10 of them? Do you think one of us are gonna have the same
Just
same show
one
in the
of
same
us have
spot?
The same two in the same spot. Yep. What are the odds?
I'm looking at my list right now. Let me think about this.
Because I'm saying no, but if you're saying yes, I would say whoever's wrong has to dress up as their favorite superhero for our next episode.
Dude, that sounds expensive.
for the cat.
How about whoever gets it wrong, whoever loses has to buy the other person's movie ticket for when we go see Thunderbolts, which we'll be doing a ton of content on. Because I don't have a superhero costume. So, all right.
Are you taking the yes or the no then?
I'll say yeah. Because you don't think so. Watch this. Watch. The first one's gonna be the same spot.
First one. All
All right.
I fixed my hat. It's crooked.
Yeah.
Crooked as can be.
No, it looks good, man. You look good over there. All right.
Let's get it.
The very first top 10 list on this channel. I'm soaked. So.
First top 10.
My number coming in at number 10. I get a little spoiler earlier when we were doing some setup, but it's the Falcon and Winter Soldier for me. This show.
Okay.
There's a lot of hype coming out for this show. If you don't remember, this was after Cap gave Sam the shield. There was Bucky was out there. Baron Zemo's return from his stint in Civil War. There's a lot of hype coming out for this show, and it had its moments. It makes my top 10, but it could have been a lot better. Still my top.
I have it on my list. I was into
10.
it.
Okay, still my top 10. Okay, perfect. So, what I'm gonna do is hide that. So Ty, hit me.
All right.
With your
you
number
ready
10.
for my number 10?
I'm ready, dude.
I'm going with Moon Knight.
Oh, he's going with Moon Knight. Okay.
And I liked Moon Knight, but there were some slow moments. There were moments that I couldn't be had, and there were moments that I wasn't into it, wasn't feeling it, and then there was moments where I'm just like, yeah, kind of like what you said earlier. This is a lot of chatting, and then all of a sudden the butt kicking happened, and I was into it. But yeah, Moon Knight at number 10. I feel like that's a solid one. It was a good show. I recommend it to people, but was it my favorite of the ones being released? No.
Yeah, Oscar Isaacs was so good in that, and I mean, did it just get scrapped? Like, I'm thinking about it. Did they?
Yeah, they just actually posted that today. I just saw it come up on my phone that they are not doing a season 2, but they are doing a collab where it will be Moon Knight and someone else, and that will be the season 2, quote unquote, for Moon Knight, but it's not going to be called Moon Knight.
Okay, so
that was all they gave us.
He's not done. He'll be back. Kind of like a at the end of the movie, like Moon Knight
or
whatever.
I will say I do like, he's got the triple personality and stuff, but I mean, it's just, he was going from the museum to here and there, and it kind of slowed down a little bit for me, and that's why I gave it my number 10. It could have easily been my number 9, but yeah, we'll keep on cruising here.
Cool. No, I love it. Good choice. All right. Yeah. So, to bear with me here as I'm doing a little bit of behind the scenes work. So,
you're good, man.
Coming in at number 9 for me.
Number 9.
Coming in at number 9 for me. This is a show that, again, I was excited for, but I was a little less optimistic for this one. I wasn't expecting a lot, and it was a pleasant surprise. Coming in at number 9 for me is Hawkeye.
All right, cool. Yeah, I liked Hawkeye. Yeah.
I mean,
yep.
I love me some
Kate
Haley.
Bishop,
obviously,
dude.
The Haley Steinfeld factor just upped it immediately.
Oh, so
yeah.
You have a huge crush or what?
Come on.
Who
doesn't? No, I
it was good, dude. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I love Hawkeye as a character. I think he's underrated. His story's pretty good, especially in Infinity War. He was an incredibly interesting character. Obviously,
I know they do him dirty. I feel like they're just like, here's Hawkeye. He has no powers and just a bow, and then everybody kind of just, craps on him for being just that. So
Well, and
that's kind of how I feel about Hawkeye.
he's one of the OG Avengers that's still around. You know, like I've seen people talk about, well, who's gonna lead the new Avengers, and Hawkeye is a name that I've seen thrown out there, but I would love to see more of him. So that is my number 9. What do you got for me?
All right, cool. Number 9, you ready for it?
I'm ready.
WandaVision, good sir.
Ooh.
I got WandaVision at number 9, yes sir.
Okay.
The only reason why WandaVision at number 9, man, I sat through that show and it probably took me 3, maybe 4 times to get past the first 2 or 3 episodes. It really starts you off and you're like, what's happening? What are we watching? What's going on? And then you realize, oh, okay, you know, Wanda's, you know, casting her own spells here. She's in her own little world. And then once you kind of figure out what's going on, yeah, the show is great. So yeah, I mean, Wanda at number 9, I feel like it's same thing. I mean, to be in a top 10 is, you know, you're saying something. It's not a bad show by any means. I'm not saying it's the last show. I'd watch WandaVision again. I'd recommend it to people. It's a great show.
Yeah, something I noticed about doing this is like, I was thinking about it before. I was like, 10, that's not that many. And there's a lot more Marvel TV shows than I thought there were.
So many.
So
I think people realize, you know, they're just thinking phase 4, phase 5, what's new. They're not thinking all the way back to the beginning. And dude, WandaVision's great. Like I said before, I'd recommend it to anybody. I mean, you know, it's a good show. It's just, I'm a person who, from episode 1 to episode last, I need to be sucked in. And I remember watching that first episode. I think I watched that first episode, like I said, 3 times before I actually watched the whole thing through. And I was finally like, okay, here we go. You know, so.
Ty needs to be sucked. Heard it here first.
If you ain't sucking, you ain't fucking.
All right, let's get it. All right. Coming in at number 8 for me, you're gonna love this. My number 8 is a little show called Moon Knight.
Hey, all right. See, we weren't too far off. All right.
I liked Moon Knight. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, Oscar. I love me some Oscar Isaacs.
Yep. He did great.
Yeah, and this is another one of those shows where they could have done some really cool stuff. Did they do the coolest stuff they could have with this character? Probably not. The triple personality thing was really interesting. The villain was, I love Ethan Hawke, but the villain was kind of okay. I loved the stuff with like him and Khonshu, like the whole serving a god. He basically lives inside you, controls your mind. That was a really good relationship. So I was pretty bummed when I heard they weren't doing a season 2. But the fact that you mentioned that you're hearing that he's going to come back in some form, it's just he's too good of a character. I think there's so much material there down the road. So I'm glad he's coming back. But yeah, Moon Knight for me at number 8.
Could have been an 8 for me too, but no. Instead, at number 8, I had She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Good sir.
Oh, really?
I did, and yeah, I enjoyed She-Hulk. I watched that pretty fast from top to bottom. You know, same thing as my 9 and 10. It had some slow moments, but it had the comedy. You know, I love me some Hulk. You get Hulk in there. I'm a sucker for the Hulk, big muscle green guy. Why not? And then, yeah, I mean, dude, she's punching people through walls. Titania was in this. Titania was great for the short while she was in it, and yeah, I'd watch it again as well.
Okay. Did not make my top 10. I'm not gonna lie. There were some good moments. I just the whole the twerking in the office with Nicki Minaj, like I was just like, what are we doing here? And I hated the ending. I hated the ending of that show.
I'm a sucker for dumb comedy, man.
I mean, I like the idea, but I'm watching it happen at the end, and I'm just like, oh, by the way, spoilers for all these shows. I'm watching the end, and it's just like, I see what they were trying to do, but it just didn't work for me. So that was an ending of that show where people either loved it or hated it. I'm glad to hear you love it.
I don't know if you didn't know this, but She-Hulk and Deadpool are the only Marvel characters who know that they're in a comic and or TV show. I didn't know if you knew that.
I did know that. That makes them like the most like ultra powerful.
And that's why they did that at the end. She knew that she was, you know, so just a bit of info for people who might not have known. So
I love it. You're learning stuff.
What do you got? Okay. You got your number 7 here?
I got my number 7 here. And I've only seen the first season of this show, which, you know, say what you will. And I wanted to caveat the whole list by saying these are all the series that we've seen. So there's going to be some things on my list that probably would make the top 10, but I haven't seen them. We'll get into that at the end. My number 7 is season 1 of What If. Cool. I really like this season, and I feel like a dipshit that I haven't seen the last season, or I think I got halfway through
Last
the
two
second
seasons,
season. Last 2 seasons, yeah.
2 and 3.
Yep.
Yep,
And
they're good,
I
dude.
don't
You're
know.
missing out.
I don't know why I haven't. I just not as much time, but
Mhm.
because when did the first season of this come out? Do you remember?
Oh, dude, it's been a while. I can quick search it real quick
I think
for
it was
you.
before I had my daughter and I had more time. Yeah, do some research that way I don't have to mess up my thing. But yeah,
You're good.
I loved this the whole Ultron storyline. I think this is the one where they had the zombie episode. That might have been season 2, but
Oh,
um
that's season 1. Yep,
yeah,
you're all good.
there's just some great storytelling and some stuff that I think. Well, some of the Doctor Strange stuff definitely, I think they definitely pulled some of that from to Multiverse of
Yeah.
Madness. So
Oh, for sure. I feel
great
like
stuff.
um they took that Doctor Strange and even put him into the new Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, no, 2021 is when season 1 came out, so
Okay, yep. So a year before Elise was born. So yeah, had more free time. But
yeah,
yeah, great
made
show.
it
Great
easier.
show.
Yep.
I
Yep,
gotta watch
yep,
the other
yep.
ones. I gotta watch the other ones.
Yeah.
That's on me. That's
So
on me channel.
my 5, 6, 7, they were pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. My number 7, I actually just finished watching, and for that reason, I'm actually gonna move it up the list. So I'm moving my 5 to my 7. And at number 7, I'm putting the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
I
Okay.
I did like that show. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say it again. I think Marvel's kind of just known for it for some reason. They like to do a lot of the lore. I get it, but sometimes it can get to be too much. A lot of talking, a lot of chatting. When you have a whole episode of just talking and chatting, it's not what I'm there for. But then, they did have their parts where they were really getting into it. They brought in U.S. Agent. That was awesome. Um, I was all for the show by any means. So yeah, that's where my number 7 is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
So did you watch this? First of all, how many
I
times have
watched
you watched this series? Just once?
just once, yes.
And when it first came out, because I watched it.
Yes.
I finished it before the Captain America movie came out. I finished it.
Mm.
Went back and rewatched it because I
Okay.
got like halfway through the first time and I didn't finish it, and I'm like, I should probably finish it before the movie. So there was a bit of recency bias for me, but still confirmed.
Yeah, no, I watched it as soon as it came out.
Yeah,
So it's been a while since I've seen it, and
yeah,
but I liked it.
Yeah.
Like I said, they introduced U.S. Agent in it, and they kind of leave you hanging for a second. You're thinking, is this guy gonna end up taking over as Captain America? And then you learn that the super soldier serum or whatever is what's it draws on to your biggest trait as a human being, and then it goes from there. So if you're a super good dude, you're going to be Captain America. But if you have flaws, like U.S. Agent did, he kind of turned into a little bit of a psychopath there in that season. But
yeah, good stuff all the way around. Again, just
yes, sir.
not the perfect show. Could have been a little bit better, but
For sure.
good
Yep,
overall.
I
Good
agree.
overall. So all right,
Number 6, what do you got, good
number
sir?
6. I could type here. So this is
You're
my
good.
first foray out of the MCU. Heading over to the Netflix series at number 6. I have the Punisher.
The Punisher.
It's a good series.
Okay.
2 seasons of this show. I think
So good.
this might be one of the best casting choices ever. I think that guy's just
Facts.
Bernthal's just
Yep.
so good as his character. Stoked to see him in the
Who
new
else would
series.
you put as the Punisher now that you've seen him as the Punisher?
Dude, I don't.
There's no one else.
There's no one else.
There's no one else.
There's no
Nope.
one else. I just.
And
I
they're
mean,
going to have a hard time casting the Punisher if they ever have to recast it, I think.
right, and that was one of those things
He's
where
like
when they
Batman to
announced
me,
this.
right?
Yeah, when they announced this, it was just like, oh, that's perfect.
It made sense.
Yep, it made sense, and,
Yeah.
and of course he did it justice. So, again, a little slow at times in the first season. There was some world building, but you just got to be here for it. And when it was popping off, dude, it was popping off. The violence, it was, that
So
fight at
much
the end of
violence,
season
so
1.
much scene. Yeah, dude, it's just nuts.
Gave
And
that
you
dude
know,
a new
we
face.
I can't remember if my daughter was born or my son was born, but I binge watched because I'm home for a couple weeks. It had to have been my son because we were living at this house, and I just binge watched The Punisher from start to finish. Because what else do you have to do, right? Your kid's up at 4 a.m. You're feeding him a bottle. I mean, I'm just The Punisher, dude, so good.
So you're going to
That's all I
you're
can
going to
say.
the kitchen, like clearing the corners when you're home. You're just
Oh,
like,
Dude, Regan was my gun. I'm just like coming around the corner with with a little child, Yes, sir.
love it.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
man.
I'm there with you.
We're on to
Number
you.
six
What's your
for
number
me,
6?
dude. I mean, you've already said it, and it's a great show. I've actually seen all 3 seasons. I just finished season 3 maybe a week and a half ago. But What If, dude?
Yep.
What If is great.
Yep.
The first season, I mean, I think the first season still to this day is the best season. But yeah, dude, What If is a good show. And it sucks that they're done. Season 3 is done. But I mean, I get it. Got to move on to other things. But
Are they done with it now?
show.
They're not doing it anymore?
Yep. Yeah, they're not doing a season 4. Yeah, they've already announced it. So
cool.
Tis what it is, but I loved it.
You ready to
and
get to top 5?
Quick episodes like that? Yeah. Quick episodes like that, though. 30-minuters. They get me going, dude. Get me going. So
yeah, there's a time for like hour-long episodes every time, and there's time for like short episodes, and those short ones come in.
It always feels like when you have kids and family and stuff, and you're like, this episode's gonna take an hour and 3 minutes. I just don't have that in me. But when you see it's a 28-minute episode, you're like, yeah, I can do that. So
right. Okay, starting the top 5.
Number 5. Here we go. Let's do it.
Here we go. Number 5. I don't know if I'm gonna see this on your list at all, and this was kind of a sleeper for me. What'd you think of this show?
I've never seen Jessica Jones.
You've never seen Jessica Jones. Okay.
It never hit my interest, dude. And now that you're putting it at 5, I'm gonna watch it. So
well,
all I can say.
To be fair, I don't know if I've seen the other seasons. I have for sure seen the first season, because what really put this over the top for me, and this one, Jessica Jones, she bounced around my list a lot. What put it over the top for me was the villain. The villain is Kilgrave, and his ability is basically like he can just like tell you to do something, like Ty, shoot yourself, and you just do it. So stuff like that. It's he did such a good job. Yeah, basically. The story's good. I like this actress. She's from Breaking Bad, and I feel like crap. I can't remember what her name is. I'll find that out before I get done here. But really good show. Haven't seen it in a long time. But I remember that first season was like, and same way. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it was the one they released after Daredevil. So I just wanted more of that, and I was not disappointed. There was some slow times in it, but really good show. So at least
Christian Ritter.
Season. Christian Ritter. Thank you.
That sound right?
Yeah, I forgot. You know how to type too. You can actually do stuff. Yeah,
I can help you.
So. All right, my top 5.
Hey,
Jessica Jones. What do you got?
So I just finished it today, and I found myself laughing. I found myself really interested. This is a story that's been told multiple times, hundreds of times, man, and it's always the same thing. And you're like, his uncle died and this, that, and the other. Dude, they took this and they completely reworked it, and it's 100% different. But your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, dude.
Wow.
I had it at 7 and I moved it to 5. It is good. It is a good watch, and it's comical, and there's good action. There's good villain lore. Dude, watch it. I know you haven't yet, but watch it.
The animated ones just don't. I have a hard time.
They don't slap for you?
I have a hard time just because it's like, especially like with X-Men and everything. It's just like with the animated. Like I just have a hard time. Like it's cool, but it's a cartoon.
That doesn't feel real.
Feel real. Yeah, that's why I have a hard time getting into anime. But
they're superhuman people. They're not. It's never real. Just wanted to let you know that.
Don't tell me.
The only one that could be real is the Punisher. I should say the Punisher could be real.
Don't tell me they're not real. It's all real.
Bill Gates could be Batman for God's sake. So
that'd be cool.
Number 5, dude. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Maybe it's just nostalgia, I should say. I love Spider-Man, dude. I do. Yeah.
No, he's one of the classics.
Facts. Number 4, baby. Let's see it.
I'm still processing. I didn't think you'd have this in your top 5. Wow, that's.
It was 7.
That's
it was
crazy.
7, and I just.
Oh,
after watching it today,
it was moved up. Okay.
It was better than the Falcon Winter Soldier after watching it today.
Right.
It was. So.
Number 4. This is where it's gonna get started. So we haven't had one in the same spot yet. This is interesting.
Nope. Yeah, you're about to buy me a dinner.
No.
or movie tickets, whatever.
Number 4 for me is one of the best. It's Loki. All the seasons. It's so good. It's so good.
Loki's super good, dude.
It's so good. Both the seasons. I mean, the first season with the Kang storyline, it was good. Obviously, the whole Kang thing didn't work out, but
dude, him ending up being the Raveler of Time, the new Kang, say, epic.
Yeah.
Epic ending to a whole series.
I mean, he's one of the most powerful beings in the MCU
dude,
now.
If he doesn't come back and be like a supervillain, I mean, I know he became good and all that, but to protect the timeline, if he were to become a supervillain to protect the timeline or something, could be super good stuff.
Do you think they'll bring him back, or do you think that was kind of like them just saying like we're we're wrapping up his
They're-
storyline. He's here forever now.
He has to come back, man, because all they're doing right now is messing with the timeline. You know, they're doing the multiverse, jumping from A to B. He has to come back, right? He's the weaver of time right now, so he has to. I think he'll come back. I hope he does.
Okay. We'll see, man.
You ready for my number 4?
We'll see.
You want my number 4?
Yeah.
You sure? You sure you want it?
I'm ready.
Sir, I cannot wait to buy you some movie tickets because my number 4 is Loki. Too good, man.
Yes.
It was too good. Yep. You got me. As soon as you said it, I just.
Sweet.
God damn it. I had to open my mouth, didn't I? But it's worth it because Loki's good. I like Loki. And yeah, if you haven't seen Loki, if anyone out there watching or the 0 people watching, I mean, dude, Loki's goated.
Do yourself a
Great
favor.
show.
Watch Loki. What was your favorite season? Which one do you prefer, 1 or 2?
I would say 2. I like 2 the most.
It's
1 was
close
kind of
though,
slow
right?
to begin. Yeah.
Close though.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Top
right, number
3.
3. There's no way we have the same number 3. I don't think you even have this one in your radar on my number 3. But
that's what I think. That's what I'd say about my number 3. I don't think you have this one. Well, I actually know for a fact you don't have this one on your radar.
watch us have the same number 3.
I don't.
Whatever.
I don't think
Let's hear it.
I don't think you've seen this one even. Relatively new series that I really surprisingly enjoyed. Agatha.
Nope, haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I
need
knew.
to.
Yeah.
I've been a bum.
You know, I could see you watching this and coming back and being like, "Yeah, dude, it wasn't that good." I'll tell you something. I was thinking about this today, looking at this top 3, and I was like, he's not gonna have Agatha because he hasn't seen it, and I think he's gonna be surprised. What moved this up for me is that Darcy and I watched this weekly, like as it came out, so I couldn't binge it, and the watching one episode every week built up the intensity and the suspense and made it that much more enjoyable. So I'm a big fan of like, let's bring back the weekly releases. I don't really like it when they release all at once because then I can't help myself binging a show. But yeah, this was a surprisingly enjoyable film. I liked I should say. I liked the end. Good characters. I'm not gonna spoil anything because you haven't seen it, obviously. But
I will say, outside of Marvel, Invincible. If you haven't seen it, that's one thing I do like about Invincible. They only release 1 episode every Thursday, and you know, you're waiting for that Thursday. So yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I've seen the first season of that show. It's really good. So check that one out too. Okay, I'm ready for your number 3, my man. Hit me.
All right, my number 3 Hulu special is Hit Monkey.
I haven't seen that
you
one
ever-
either. Yeah.
You never saw Hit Monkey? Oh, Hit Monkey's so good, dude.
Never saw Hit Monkey.
Monkey, guns, swords. It's M for mature. Blood, guts,
Is it
galore.
really? Man.
Oh, dude, it's so good. He is slicing and dicing through fools left and right. Has a good story. I mean, it's one of those ones you just want to watch episode after episode, and you don't want to stop watching it. And you know, I wish they continued to have me some Hit Monkey, but they don't, and I'll live with that. But Hit Monkey number 3, dude, such a good show.
I don't know much about this character, and I didn't even know there was a series until you said something the other day about it.
Yep. Oh, dude, so good. If you have Hulu, watch it. Yep, super good.
I need to be making a list of all the shows that I need to
It will.
watch.
It will knock out your Agatha for sure.
Make it into the top 10. I don't know, man.
Yes,
It's animated.
sir.
I have a hard time. Okay.
I know you hate the animated, and it looks like I just love animated. So
We get some diversity on the show that way. We're not just.
don't check my browser history. It's all anime. So
Okay. Number 2 for me. This is one that you've mentioned
number
already.
2,
But, dude, I enjoyed the hell out of
Oh,
this show.
okay.
WandaVision. I love
WandaVision. Damn,
yeah.
dude, that was
Same-
my 9. You popped it to the 2,
Dude,
baby.
Same reason I liked Agatha. It was the 1 episode a week, the suspense.
Yep.
Every episode you're just like, mother, like, what are you guys doing? Like, what's going on? And
Mhm.
I liked the whole. You're slowly figuring out, like, you're realizing what's happening. That she's just got
Yeah.
everybody under mind control. Like
Yep.
I said, I really liked the ending. Still some loose ends from that show that haven't been tied up. The whole.
Yeah.
I don't know where
Um,
I don't know where White Vision went. He's out there somewhere, just doing things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like they tied up some of it with the newest Doctor Strange movie or whatever. You know,
A lot of it they did.
wanted her kids back. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
I guess
No,
now that I
it's a
think
good
about it.
show, and the ending's super good. Like, I totally
Yeah.
agree with you on it. It's just, I think, you know, I watched it. I didn't get to see the 1 episode at a time, so maybe that was a difference for me. But yeah, I just felt like it moved slow, and I felt like I was confused, like, what the heck's going on? And I just didn't give it time to build, and then I tried and watch it again and didn't give it time to build, and then once I realized, you know, she had everybody under a spell, then yeah, it was cool,
Yeah,
and I liked it.
you got to power through some of those slower ones. But
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
guess
yeah, for sure.
now that
for
I think
sure.
about it, the only storyline that they didn't tie up is the White Vision. I don't know where he's at, but That was one that
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
not
most
sure.
excited to hear about. And I was like, oh, cool. I want to see what ends up happening to him. And that's the one that they haven't covered
So
yet. So,
so White Vision is in What If season 3.
okay.
Um, and he does die, so I don't know
Do you think it's the
if
same
those two
one?
correlate.
I say, do you
I
think it?
have no idea. I could ruin it for you and tell you about it, but or you could watch it. So
Don't
you let me know.
don't do it. Don't do it. All right.
Okay.
What's
Yep.
your number 2, man? Hit me. I'm ready.
Pick number 2, my lord. The Punisher, dude. Golly, that show, dude. Maybe it's the cast, like you said, the blood, the guts, the story's super good. We have families. Like, what would you do to protect your wife and your kids? Would you put the team on your back, Carson? Would you?
No, no, I'm not. I'm
No,
not that
nah.
tough. I'm not that cool.
To even own a gun, I don't. I mean, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
But
dude, look
for
at
real,
this
what would we
poster.
do?
Look at the poster. It's just like that
Mhm.
dude. That guy's a
dude,
menace in the best
I still
possible
remember
way.
the first scene when he makes, the actual Punisher outfit because he doesn't wear it for a while, and then all of a sudden, boom, and you're just like, oh, daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love it. It's so good.
great show.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love
Cool.
it so much. Yep,
All right.
it's a good one.
Well,
Number 1.
we're down to
This
number
better
1.
be good.
Before we do our number 1s, I'm gonna do that cringe thing where I tell if anybody's watching, make sure you subscribe if you feel like it. If you got anything out of it, like, comment, all that jazz. Cool. Do your thing, and that's it. Because I hate it when other people do that on YouTube. So that's all.
Nah,
I'm not gonna spend forever doing that.
If you like this face and you want to see more of it, like it and subscribe it. And if you don't, then whatever.
If you don't like that
You
face,
gotta
let me
watch
know, and I'll just kick him off the show, and we'll continue without
Not
him.
many people are gonna like it, dude. It's not a great face. I promise you that.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Number 1.
What you got for 1?
I get the feeling that we might have the same number 1, but we'll see. Number 1,
I don't think so.
fittingly, is Netflix's Daredevil.
Oh.
This was one of the first Marvel TV shows.
Mhm.
And damn, I just love this show so much. It just hit all the notes. That's why I'm so excited for the new one.
Okay.
But there's a, I don't know if you remember the hallway fight scene where he's like going to save the kid. It's just like, dude, pure cinema. I must have watched that scene so many times.
Yeah.
I love Charlie Cox. I love the character. I love the actor. I can't see anybody else playing Daredevil. Ben Affleck, back in the day, he was good, but Charlie Cox is Daredevil. That's just, it is what it is, and
For sure.
I think it's the smartest move ever bringing him back, and yeah.
I think so too.
So
He needs to be the one.
yeah,
I
he's
do
so good.
agree with you that Daredevil's really good, but again, I keep saying it. I felt like the show had some slow parts for me.
Yeah.
Definitely needs to be watched.
Bro, it didn't even
Not
crack
a-
your top 10.
Not in my top 10, but
Oh
definitely needs
my
to be watched.
gosh, are you serious?
100%. But it needs to be watched.
This guy's smoking crack. What are we doing here?
I
You
did a lot of it before I got on here.
Not even top 10 is. That's wild work, bro. I'm not gonna
Too
lie to
many
you.
good ones, dude. Too
Man.
many good ones.
All right, I gotta hear number 1. Then I'm stoked. I'm ready for this.
It'd be my number 11 if that makes you feel better. So.
It doesn't actually, but go ahead.
So this, I'm gonna say this word again, nostalgia. This might be a nostalgic thing. I grew up watching a lot of this as a kid, but X-Men '97, dude.
Of course.
This show, oh my
course.
god, it came out and I was so sucked into this thing, and just the
Ty loves being
characters, man.
sucked. Just remember that. Don't forget. That's how you know.
I feel like they made it to where the X-Men weren't bitches, if that makes sense. They actually
does.
made these guys full on superheroes that you do not want to contend with. Like a lot of people, what do you think of Cyclops? He's gonna just stand there and shoot you. No, this guy's using his lasers to dodge, slide around, to move quickly from enemy to enemy, dude. And I remember there's a fight scene. It might be the first episode or the second, but dude, Cyclops takes out 10, 12 guys by himself, and all he's doing is just laser scooting across the floor and just whooping some serious ass. And it is
Laser scooting.
fun to watch. Oh, dude, seriously, that's a term now. He is
Hopefully
laser.
it looks cooler than you made it sound.
No, they made him a badass, dude. I swear to God, they made Gambit a badass.
Yeah.
For the limited time he was in the show. Storm has her own little mini thing going on where she loses her powers, has to get him back, and dude, the show just altogether for me was epic.
Of
Epic,
course.
epic.
I
I
should
hope
have known this
they
is going to be your
continue
number
to make
one.
some X-Men.
Yeah.
I love X-Men too, by the way. Like
Yeah.
the fact that they're not in the Marvel universe yet, I know they are. They're still working their way in, this, that, and the other. But like, dude, the day that happens, you will find me full chubbed at every movie theater in the state, just chubbed up
They're
hard.
coming, man. They're coming. Yeah,
Yep, they are. They have to.
Hearing you talk about that just makes me that much more angry of how dirty that they did Cyclops in the live action movies.
Oh, 100%, dude. They make him out to be, like his superpower is shooting lasers and that's it. This guy knows how to fight. He trains day in and day out in their simulator facility, whatever you want to call it. Dude, there's no doubt in my mind that him and Wolverine could stand toe to toe. Like, obviously, yeah, Wolverine's going to win that battle because he just doesn't die. But, dude, the way he uses his powers in combat in that TV show is the first time I've ever seen it used, and it's perfect, dude. They did him so much justice in that show, and I was like, thank you. I remember rewatching that, like I said, it was episode 1 or 2. I remember rewatching that 1.5 minute, 2 minute part like 2 or 3 times because I was just like, dude, what did he just do to these people? He was just, it's so fun to watch, dude.
Yeah.
Great show. And Gambit too. They make Gambit such a badass. Like I said, he's not in it for the whole time, but they make Gambit such a badass too in the show. So
sounds like they make everybody way cooler in that show.
Nova, they introduced Nova in it too. So yeah, dude, I mean, epic. And I will say for my ranking too, some of it was nostalgia. The Punisher, Hit Monkey, but also some of it was what I've seen most recent. I haven't seen Daredevil since Daredevil has been a long time, man. Right. So what do I all remember? I remember the cool stuff, but it just didn't hit home as much as some of these other ones for sure. So,
but I love how diverse our lists are. That was good. Yeah. So, all right. So MCU people, if you're listening, do the X-Men better this time. Make
yes. I think they did do it better,
dude.
Yeah, when you're bringing them into the Marvel universe, live action, oh, dude, it better be right.
Cyclops needs to be like front and center. Like I want to see the Cyclops that you just described, live action. Like, can you imagine? Oh,
dude,
I'd have to
go watch.
I'd have to scoot down from Ty in the movie theater. Like, bro, you're splashing all over me, bro. Get out of here.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be my soda pop. I promise you that. Seriously though, if you watch an X-Men, like you'll know what scene I'm talking about, and you'll be like, "Oh,
it's your number one." I have to do it. I have to check it out. So I have to watch it. I have to watch it.
I might have to rewatch Daredevil a little bit too to
prep for the new one.
Your number one.
Cool.
Yeah, and Jessica Jones. I mean, that made your top 5.
Yeah.
So I might have to check that one out too. Yeah. But
got a lot of watching to do. So
our first top 10, it's done.
Our first
top
in the
10 ditches.
In our first video. All right, guys.
Next episode, we're going to talk about the first two episodes.
That's right.
Of Daredevil. Yep.
8 days from now, dude. Tuesday night, Ty and I are going to watch as soon as they come out. We're going to do our best to watch them as soon as possible. We'll be dropping.
Right away. I'm watching it right away.
I think we'll discuss this off air, but I think we'll probably do spoiler reaction just because anybody watching our video will probably have seen it already. We'll be sure to give a spoiler warning before, but yeah. Look for that.
Hey, and if someone does watch our video, sorry, I keep cutting you off.
They're good, man.
I'm the king of it. I think if anyone watches our videos and they want to hear us review something specific, dude, put it in a comment, right? Let us know.
Absolutely.
I got free time.
If you watch the video at all, make sure you comment and hit us with your top 10. We'd love to see them.
For sure.
Yeah, but
see if it's different than ours. Hey, before you sign off, you got a favorite MCU video game? Top number 1, best MCU video game of all time.
I have a hard time thinking of a lot of like, I don't know, an MCU video game, like just like a Marvel video game. I mean,
superhero, slicing and dicing. He doesn't have one.
I mean, all I can think of is Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man was so good. Yeah, I used to play Spider-Man Infinite back on GameCube back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You ever played that one? You could run around as Venom.
Good shout out.
Dude, it's a
good shout out.
It's a banger. So yeah, I can't think of a lot of Marvel games. What about you?
I got on my list here Spider-Man, first one from 2018. Yep. Just because it's so good.
So good.
But as far as nostalgia and childhood, what I remember the most is Marvel versus Capcom, dude.
Ah,
2011. They just redid it in 2017, but dude, Mortal Kombat, but with Marvel characters and Capcom characters, can't go wrong.
yeah. Yeah, I remember the Mortal Kombat versus DC game. You remember
Super
that?
cool.
Batman,
Yep. Oh yeah,
Batman versus
I
Scorpion.
have it.
Dude,
My son and I played every now and again.
love it, love it. So,
I never let
all
him
right.
win.
Well, that's been about 40 minutes. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let us know what your top 10 are. Ty, looking forward to it, man. Too many more. It's gonna be fun. So,
Yep.
thank you for watching.
March 4th, dude.
March 4th. I cannot wait. We'll be dropping a reaction video.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys look out for it. So, till next time. See you guys.
Peace out.